Here we go. Today's question is, given his retirement timeline and position as a double champ, which of these two fight options are most likely to be Daniel Cormier's final bouts? Jones at 205, followed by Lesnar at heavyweight. Gustafsson at 205, followed by Lesnar at heavyweight. Jones at heavyweight, followed by Lesnar at heavyweight. Lesnar at heavyweight, followed by Miocic at heavyweight. So those are the four options. Let's get through those first, and then what we want to add to it, then we can. Go ahead.
I initially had voted for Jones at heavyweight and then Brock at heavyweight, but I started thinking about it, and I don't know that that's smart, because if Cormier loses to Jones at heavyweight, then why would Brock be an option? And Brock is the big payday. He can lose to Jones at 205 and still have the option of doing the Brock fight, right? So I'm going to go with Jones at light heavyweight and Lesnar at heavyweight.
Goes being strategic here. All right. Dan Tom?
I was going down the same path, except I couldn't help but think, as you know, as a fan, I couldn't help but think, DC probably couldn't help but think that my power is back at heavyweight. Boy, if I get another shot at this guy, I want to take it back into this home realm of heavyweight to see how that goes. So for that reason, I would actually go away from both those options, and instead, not much has been said about Stipe getting a rematch, and he's a tough guy to beat. He's going to be back up there for the title. I think maybe would be more realistic would be, yes, both fights at heavyweight, but the combination of Brock Lesnar, Stipe at heavyweight.
I don't even think DC's going to go back to 205, personally. It just looked like those cuts. He's 39, closing in on 40. And by the way, I mentioned the retirement timeline. He has said, I believe, March 20th of 2019. Somewhere in that neighborhood is, I believe, when he turns 40, and that's it. So that's the retirement timeline they're talking about. But I use the process of elimination. For one, at this very moment, Jones is not an active fighter. So right away, I eliminated the first two.
Okay.
And I was left with Lesnar and Miocic, or Gustafsson and Lesnar. And Lesnar has to clear the protocol of USADA. That'll be probably through December or January, because he has to serve out that suspension. So that eliminated the last one. But you know what? It's kind of the one I thought anyway. Gustafsson at 205 and Lesnar at heavyweight. So that's the one I went with. 44% said Jones at heavyweight, Lesnar at heavyweight. The others are pretty close. Gustafsson and Lesnar, Jones and Lesnar was 21 and 20. And then the last one, Lesnar and Miocic, was 15%. But again, the last one just, I guess, isn't as realistic. Jones could be realistic if, in fact, they clear him, or they just do time served, and he would be done with his suspension, I believe, July 29th of this year. So, that said, well, thank you very much to the 2,315 that voted.